I am Alagir Lingappa, Assistant Professor in Physics, Government First Grade College, Siriguppa. Today's my chapter is Electrical and Thermal Properties of Materials. So, now I will discuss about conductivity of metals. What we know that the materials in our nature, they can be classified into three types based on the conduction of electricity. They are conductors, insulators, and semiconductors. Then what are conductors? So the conductors are the materials which conduct electricity. That means they can allow the electric current to pass through them. All the metals, aluminium, copper, iron, gold, silver, all they are the examples for conductors. Similarly, insulators are the materials which does not allow the electric current to pass through them. The examples, so rock, that means stone, rubber, wood, apatite, ebonite, they are the materials, they are the examples for insulators. Then semiconductors are the materials which that means whose conductivity lies between that of the conductors and insulators. So silicon, they are the silicon and germanium, they are the examples for semiconductors. So let us discuss about properties of the metals, that means conductors. The properties of the metal are defined as the special qualities or characteristics of metals that determine their suitability for a specific engineering applications. So, for the study of properties of metals, we get an idea about to select the material for various purpose for a specific engineering applications. Here given some of the important properties of metals. There are mechanical properties of metals, electrical properties of metals, thermal properties of metals, magnetic properties of metals, then chemical properties of metals. So these are the list of properties of metals. But now today we will discuss only about the electrical properties of the metals or materials. So what is electrical property? The characteristics of a metal which enables the flow of electric current through it is called electrical properties. So the property or characteristics of the metal by virtue of which the metal which allow the electric current to pass through it is called electrical property. So the most important electrical properties of the metals, they are conductivity, resistivity and dielectric constant or dielectric strength. Then let us discuss one by one. That means what is conductivity, what is resistivity, what is dielectric strength. Here the conductivity may be defined as the electrical property of the metal by virtue of which allows the flow of electric current. Here conductivity means the ability of the metal to allow the electric current to pass through it. So the conductivity is different for different materials. Here the conductivity which depend on many factors. Maybe say the number of free electrons availability, that means the density of the surface electrons or free electrons, temperature, then the physical conditions, and so on. Here the conductivity is also defined as it is the reciprocal of resistivity. So the metals such as copper and aluminum are good electrical conductors when compared to all other metals like gold, silver and others. So because the copper and aluminum, they have more free electrons. So because of that, their conductivity will be more. So since they are also highly ductile, they are used for making electrical transmission wires. So what we know that, what we see that in our daily life, so all the wires, electrical transmission wires, usually they are made up of either aluminum or copper. So pure metals have good conductivity at room temperature. The material which is a bad conductor is called insulator. The material which does not allow the electric current, which does not conduct electricity, so called insulator. So then examples, a rock, then rubber, then a wood, they are the good examples for insulators. So now let us discuss about what is resistivity. The resistivity may be defined as the electrical property of the metal by virtue of which it resists the flow of electric current. So resistivity, the word itself indicates that something that is opposition to something. So called, it is the opposition offered by the material to the flow of electric current is called resistivity. It is also defined as the reciprocal of conductivity. It increases linearly with increase in temperature. That means the resistivity is directly proportional to temperature of the material. There is a linear relationship between resistivity and temperature. That means as the temperature increases, the resistivity also increases, particularly in case of metals. So dielectric strength. The insulating material will have the insulating ability up to a certain range of voltage, so-called dielectric strength. If the operating voltage is increased gradually, at some voltage it loses its insulating property. The minimum voltage that can be applied to the insulating material, which results in the destruction of the insulating properties of the material, is defined as the dielectric strength. Here dielectric strength means it is the minimum voltage applied to the substance or the insulating material, so up to which the body which exhibits the dielectric property is known as dielectric strength. Usually the dielectric strength is used in the selection of insulating materials. So now let us discuss about the thermal properties. The thermal properties of the materials or metals are the characteristics of the metal which are influenced by the applications of heat. So the ability of the material to conduct heat, to absorb heat, so called thermal capacity. For example, when metals are, if they are heated, they absorb the heat energy resulting in the change of dimension, so called expansion of the material. They flow of heat from higher temperature region to lower temperature region. Then liquefaction of metals from the solid state. When the temperatures are raised beyond the melting point, then electrical conductivity, etc. Then what is thermal conductivity? Thermal conductivity images the ability of the metal to transmit heat energy through it. So when you compare both, say metal, say iron and wood, then just see that in which case the heat flows fastly. That means where the metal which absorbs more amount of heat when compared to wood, the thermal conductivity of the metal is more when compared to wood. Wood is a bad conductor, metal, so that iron is a good conductor. So that is the difference between thermal conductivity of the different materials. The higher the thermal conductivity, the greater the rate at which heat is conducted. The thermal conductivity of the iron is more when compared to the other materials like wood, that means the insulator. Pure metal show only a small change in thermal conductivity with the temperature. The thermal conductivity of a copper and aluminum increases as the temperature decreases until a maximum reached, so called. Now let us discuss about thermal expansion. All metals and alloys to a greater or lesser extent expand when heated and contract when cooled. The amount of expansion and contraction will be proportional to the changing temperature. So what we know that the process of expansion, the process of contraction, the rate of expansion or maybe rate of contraction is directly proportional to change in temperature. Just as the electrical wire, transmission wire in a winter season and the same wire in the summer season. That means the wires they undergoes contraction and expansion due to change in temperature in the environment. So called thermal expansion, thermal contraction. The thermal expansion is the characteristics of the metals and alloys. This property of the metals will be useful in the applications such as shrink fit and bimetal alloys. So, in this class, we discussed about some of the properties of the metals. What are metals? What are conductors? The examples for conductors. The properties of the metals, a list of the properties of the metals, then the explanation of conductivity, that means resistivity, then conductivity, then dielectric strength, thermal properties, thermal expansion, thermal compression, that means thermal contraction, and so on. Thank you.